welcome to the ACS Digital Disruptors Awards for 2019. I'm Julie Snook. I'm here in Melbourne, where tonight we're celebrating the best and the brightest innovators in Australia. From our top ICT professionals to the best educators, we are recognising the men and women who represent the outstanding leadership and creativity that's inspiring our nation's ICT sector. The evening began with an opening address from ACS President Johan Ramasundara.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are no excuses in life and business. Give it a go. And give it a go is precisely what our award contenders are doing. They're converting their dreams into realities. They're running a marathon. It doesn't matter if they don't win tonight because they're still in the race. If you haven't started, look at Hawkins and Fauger. It's never too late. Just being in a race makes us fitter, stronger, wiser, and more likely to achieve success. I'm also in the home stretch after a 2-year run as the president of the ACS. It has been amazing, great pleasure serving 45,000 plus members and Australia. I like to think you have been able to witness what we have created, the opportunities we've created for tech professionals, which has gone above and beyond my expectations. The ACS is forging ahead on many fronts, and I'm very proud to be involved. Earlier this afternoon, I announced that ACS will raise our own early stage tech fund. And for the benefit of those who are joining this evening, this is to help Australian small to medium enterprises to grow, to help make their big ideas evolve into real products and services, to help startups flourish here and then abroad, and to reduce barriers for their growth. This is not only to create magical moments for Australians, but also to create value and wealth in contemporary industries for Australia in the fourth industrial revolution, or as I call it, photonic millennia. To lead by example and to show our commitment to the next generation of tech founders, we, the ACS, have committed $5 million ourselves to the fund. Where would it go? Thank you. Where would it go is up to anyone's imagination. I don't want to put an artificial cap because it has the potential to be one of Australia's largest funds. It's an exciting time to be in technology at a time where epic tech is redefining what it means to be human. ACS, as the professional association and peak body representing Australians in ICT tech sector, I can personally commend the value of any official role or engagement with us. To all the amazing humans, our members, elected officials, mentors, supporters, sponsors, judges, and everyone else here tonight and beyond, please accept a hug and a kiss from me. I'll also take this opportunity to thank Andrew Johnson, our CEO, who's been my rock by my side. On that note, I look forward to celebrating the achievements of our finalists and winners with you all. Good luck. Good luck, everyone. I wish you countless magical moments in enjoying life, in business and awards tonight. Thank you.
Then it was down to business. Marina Geldard from the University of Tasmania picking up the award for ICT Student of the Year.
Well, I'm grateful and humbled, but I guess it's almost like a full circle to me, because I think about how I always have this thing in my mind about how students kind of grow to fill this space that you give them. So when I started out at university in Tasmania, I think I would have gone just as far as any other student there, except that the staff were so passionate. They went like above and beyond their roles, and also the local ACS branch where we were from. So like Mark Portlock, who was the state manager at that point, took a personal interest in students in our university and said, hey, maybe you should come and talk about student interests at the ACS. And it was like, people in this local community, when I just moved to Tasmania, treated me like an expert from the moment I started learning. And I think that gave me the space to strive for that. So I'm grateful. It's a privilege.
Well,
I recognize that.
well done. Congratulations. It's nice and heavy, isn't it?
Yes, thank you. And I'm also grateful for the company of my co-finalists. They were amazing.
Next up, it was ICT Educator of the Year, the award going to Yenny Tim from the University of New South Wales.
Yenny, congratulations. Tell me, how does this award and this win tonight help you take the next step?
Well, thank you very much. It's very grateful to have this recognition and encouragement. So I guess I will share this encouragement and recognition with all the teachers, and just keep going, don't stop. Thank you, every teachers, for your dedication in teaching. So I guess thank you very much.
Jeremiah Mannings, Managing Data Scientist at Capgemini, won Young Male ICT Professional of the Year. What does an award like this mean for you?
So for me, it just means I can continue what I'm doing on that track. So, for example, one of the things that I'm passionate about is I have a company that we do STEM education for girls in Geelong. So this kind of award enables me to scale those things out and have more of an impact by doing that. So not only getting people into the profession, but also people that are coming in from other professions as well. Data science is a big industry and it's always needing more people, so I can help facilitate that.
Winning the Young Female ICT Professional of the Year was Monique Alvis, Innovation and Design Lead at the Capgemini Applied Innovation Exchange. Can you tell us what you've received this award for tonight?
I guess my work, I've done a lot of work with girls in IT, working as someone that's worked in design and technology, so I guess a combination of different skills of bringing that together.
What does an award like this mean for you, especially having been nominated before?
I think a combination of lots of people that I've worked with in the past and those mentors kind of coming together and bringing that together, and yeah.
Service transformation for the digital consumer is a big part of the ACS Awards night. Winning the award in the not-for-profit NGO category, the remarkable Alana and Madeline Foundation.
The award is for an online quiz that we created. We actually co-designed it with children and students and teachers, and it helps teachers in schools educate kids around being safe online, but making great decisions and having critical skills, thinking online about the choices they make online. So it could be around money, spending money online, meeting people online, and really being appropriate in their behaviour online. So you can choose an avatar, you walk through 8 modules, and from a school's point of view, it's aligned to the Australian curriculum. So we're really proud that it's been co-designed by students, because I think that's really important.
Picking up the service transformation for government category was a team with an incredible gut feeling for their technology. Noisy Guts.
So at Noisy Guts, we've used machine learning to decode gut noises. So our acoustic belt non-invasively diagnoses and monitors common gut disorders. Essentially, we've got a set of sensors that listen to the gut, and we've got some associated software that can analyse those sounds in order to give a prediction of IBS, that's the first gut disorder we started with, and can tell us about symptoms. Now, the idea actually came from another awards event. Nobel Prize-winning gastroenterologist Barry Marshall was at an event, and he heard about some acoustic sensing technology that could pick up the sounds of termites. He thought, well, what if we can use acoustics and apply them to the gut? What if we can use that to address problems with the gut and non-invasively work out what's going on there? So the original idea was around about 2015, 2016. He's a high-profile Nobel laureate. He was able to get some funding together. We did a quick review of the literature to see if anybody else had used sounds to diagnose gut disorders, and there was some preliminary work, but not terribly sophisticated. So nobody else had thought about using big data and using machine learning, and that was what really gave us a powerful approach. And then it was about another year before we'd produced a fail-fast minimum viable product or prototype that we tested on volunteers and got a high level of accuracy, so 87%. And from there we were excited enough to move on, get more funding and build a really sort of attractive looking, more sensitive, better belt. And with that we've done another study, so we're around 3 years on now, and we're now at 91% accuracy for the belt. So the alternative up till now has been a rather invasive procedure. So the alternative is to do a colonoscopy, where doctors take a tube with a camera in it and actually look inside the body and take some little samples from inside the body. So we've already got an NHMRC development grant to help us expand the capabilities of the belt. So starting next year, we'll be working with local gastroenterologists to build algorithms that will allow us to differentiate between other diseases. So we'll be looking at the inflammatory bowel diseases, we'll be looking at Crohn's disease, colitis, and also celiac disease. So the Digital Disruptors Awards are really exciting for Noisy Guts. It's fantastic to have the recognition, and I'm sure that's true for the other innovators that have made it through as finalists. What's really special about it, I think, is that it, as well as giving us a pat on the back, it helps raise our profile with potential investors, partners and future customers. And I think the Disruptor Awards are also exciting because they raise the profile of innovation within Australia in general. So it will help young people who are considering, what career path they're going to take. It will make them think about what can be achieved through innovation and through digital routes. So maybe they'll consider a career in computing, in machine learning maybe, or in the sciences.
We started at an evening just like this when my boss was sitting in the audience and he was listening to a finalist showcase a piece of technology that picks up munching termite noises. So from that idea, we started listening to gut noises. So what I love and what Johan was talking about tonight was around magical moments. I think there are so many magical moments that happen over conversations because people would be looking at my tech and thinking, wow, how else could I apply this, or what else we could use this for. So that's what I think the beauty is about nights like this, that people come away with amazing thought bubbles and they just keep going, and hopefully next year it will be the inspiration for new startups.
And Myriota won the gong for its work in the corporate category.
We enable companies to get sensor and location data from anywhere on the planet, from tiny devices with very long battery life up to satellites in space and then into the cloud. And this enables industries to digitally transform themselves where previously they didn't have access to that data.
It's great recognition for us and our team. Being in it together is one of the core values of Myriota, so this extends obviously to our highly talented, amazing team, as well as our partners, our contractors, our investors and our interns. And it's fantastic recognition. It's been a great journey so far. Disruption is hard. It's great to see that being recognised.
Join us after the break as we showcase more of the 2019 ACS Digital Disruptors Awards.
This program brought to you by ACS. This program brought to you by ACS.
Hello and welcome back to the 2019 ACS Digital Disruptors Awards. Coming up in part 2, the awards for CXO Disruptor of the Year and ICT Professional of the Year. But first, the winner of Best New Startup Platform of 2019. This award is for a new startup that creates innovative solutions that change how an organisation provides their services to the consumer. And the winner is Sentient Hubs.
Sentient Hubs is a new class of decision support platform that enables integrated impact assessment across economic, environmental and social dimensions. It's an open platform enabling convergence across diverse ecosystems, delivering a better understanding of when, where and how to deploy resources.
Sentient Hubs is a new type of platform, and it helps decision makers at every level understand the impact of their decisions, so how their business decisions or policy decisions might impact on the economy, the environment and society in a much more integrated and holistic way. There's a wonderful, rich ecosystem of startups and innovators in Australia, and essentially what we're doing is connecting a lot of those dots. So we're working and look forward to working with a lot of those other amazing innovators at every level.
The CXO Disruptor of the Year is an outstanding business leader who has successfully taken their business on a disruptive journey. And the winner is Vinay Samuel, founder and Chief Executive Officer at Zataris.
21st century business thrives on data. Organisations are driving successful business decisions, product innovation and improved customer experience all through data analytics. Problem is, there's so much of it, and it's all over the place. Big data, online, in the cloud and social media, and it just keeps growing. How can you make sense of it all in time to make it valuable to your business, but without adding complexity to your infrastructure? The answer is the Zataris Analytical Virtual Data Lake.
This is the CXO Disruptor of the Year Award. I believe it's recognition of the hard work that my team and the people who support Zataris has done, quite frankly. I just happen to represent that notion of virtual data warehouse, which we're bringing to life in the IT industry. Zataris is a virtual data warehousing company. We're challenging the idea that you need to bring data together physically to analyse it in the one place. So it's actually a very different concept in the data analytics industry. Currently in the analytics industry, data needs to be brought to a central point. We say it doesn't. You can leave data wherever it is and join it virtually, which is a disruptive concept. It takes a lot of money and time and business process out of understanding customers and products and all those things that organisations try to do with data. We've been going for about 5 years in stealth mode, I'd say, and development mode for about 3.5 years. The concept came from looking, in my background, I've been in the data platform industry for about 20 years, and just looking at how the wasteful bringing data together for data warehousing, big data has been in terms of the amount of labour it needs to clean data, to transform it. And about 5-6 years ago, the team that's Zataris looked at it and said, is there another way? And we asked the question, what if you just left it where it is and created insight virtually? And we've cracked the code on that. What it means is it's recognition that great technology can come from Australia. That's the big one for me, right? So most of in fact all of our competitors are American companies. Now I love American companies, I work for them, but Australia's there, for technology innovation. The ACS is doing so much to say that and to put us on the global map. And so it really underlines the effort of that team and the belief we had that we can stand up and create a startup that can go to the global stage.
And finally, the ICT Professional of the Year, and the winner is Cheryl Frame.
I've been involved in innovation for many years now. I started my own business way back in the 90s and have started and commercialised 4 businesses since. In my current role, I help other people do what I have done previously. So really being on the leading edge of technology all the time. Certainly the technology side of things in ICT technology. I have a background, I actually qualified as a physiotherapist. Way back in those days there was no opportunity of doing an ICT degree as such. And I was lucky enough to get hired by IBM, who trained me. They were looking for people with logical minds and they were quite happy with my physiotherapy degree. So with a medical background, I spent 18 years working for a large corporate, learning all aspects of computers, and then decided that it was really a time to move out and do something on my own, and I branched out starting businesses in the health space, all of them, but primarily focused on differentiating ourselves from other players by the e-commerce initiatives. I'm not sure what caught their eye. I think it's perhaps the fact that I have done so much and I'm more of a generalist than any of the other finalists, where they have specific skills in specific IT areas across most of them in a lesser detailed capacity, if you like. I wouldn't call myself a specialist in anything. I think my focus has always been to be on leading edges of technology. I moved into businesses using teleradiology, e-commerce, as a point of differentiation in days where that was unheard of and people were still using predominantly paper-based systems. I think any award is wonderful. The fact that I've been nominated and am a finalist with such erudite people is just unbelievable, and I'm humbled to be in that category anyway. I think Australian innovation is right up there and leading with the top countries in the world. I think the biggest problem we have in Australia is that we're failing to commercialise many of these technological breakthroughs that we do here. I saw stats just last week that ranked Australia at 31 in the companies of commercialisation, on a par with Mali, with Russia and with Mexico. It's not a place that we really want to be in, and I would be far happier if we could see these wonderful technologies see the light of day and turn into commercial businesses. Thank you so much. This award is quite a great honour for me. It's an acknowledgement of all the work that I've done over all the years. I've had a very long history in IT and in helping other companies, mentoring them based on the success of my companies. So it's a wonderful recognition to say I must be doing some good, and it's a way of moving forward in a positive light too.
Well, that's it from the 2019 ACS Digital Disruptors Awards. Congratulations to all the winners and finalists. I think it's safe to say they've set the standard pretty high for 2020. We certainly hope you can join us then, only on Sky News.
This program brought to you by ACS.